Walmart is committed to offering good job opportunities for people from all walks of life.
The U.S. on a relative basis has never been more competitive in my career as it is right now.
All of us have a commitment to the United States, but how committed are we?
Today could be your day. There's nothing more that I like doing than getting out there and finding great items that we can sell to all our customers.
Today, Brad Peterson found out he gets to pitch his perfect cereal bowl to Walmart buyers at the company's headquarters in Arkansas.
What Walmart is doing is very important to the entrepreneur.
I love Walmart. They are the largest employer in the Commonwealth of Virginia.
Even retailers who don't themselves make things can use their scale to make a difference for American manufacturing. I think Sam would be proud.
We're putting every item pitched in Open Call on Walmart.com.
It started with a senior project by a student at Duquesne University.
Now, the young entrepreneur is a finalist in a national competition.
He thinks he's here for another interview, pitching his hair gel in North for sales. Instead, he gets a letter that makes it clear he's already crossed that bridge.
Thank you so much. Congratulations. Your request to present your product during the open call on June 28th has been approved.
And the best part of the day, a call to Mom.
Hello?
Hey, I got it.
Are you serious?
Yep, I'm going to Arkansas in June.
This is what Sam was all about. He believed in what he was doing and believed in people.
American companies weighing in tonight. Coleman Coolers, pointing to 160 manufacturing jobs helped by their partnership with Walmart already.
This is one of the towels Walmart will have in store with our made here packaging on it.
It says made in America?
It does.
Towels made here, about to be shipped to your local Walmart.
We got a deal at Walmart. We got a deal with Walmart.
Today was an exciting day.
Very exciting.
There's my old man. He made me dress the same shirt as him. I'm 35 years old and I got to dress like my dad. What the heck?
Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to Walmart's 4th annual open call event. We are really glad you're here. As you file in, there's plenty of seats right up front, so feel free, come on down. We have a great day planned for you. My name is Cindy Marsiglio. I'm the Vice President of U.S. Sourcing and Manufacturing here at Walmart. Now, I know a lot of you have traveled a long way to be here, so thank you. In fact, we've enjoyed watching your posts all along the way as you were posting the last few days, getting here to Northwest Arkansas. So you made it, you're here, and this is it. This is Walmart, so here your day begins. I also want to acknowledge and recognize everybody that's watching virtually. We've got our Walmart YouTube channel live, so suppliers and stakeholders are watching us there, as well as our e-commerce company offices from Hoboken, New Jersey, all the way out to San Bruno and everywhere in between. So thanks for joining. And of course, everyone across Bentonville in our offices around Sam's Club, the MLK Apparel Building. Thanks for you guys for watching over there, where many of you are starting your meetings this morning. So we are just thrilled to start Open Call, and it's a really, really fun day where you're in for a real treat. However, we always start a Walmart meeting one very specific way, and I know you practiced this last night, so get on your feet. We'll do the Walmart cheer. Ready? Give me a W. Give me an A. Give me an L. Give me a squiggly. Give me an M. A. R. T. What's that spell? Whose Walmart is it? And who's number 1? Good job. And you don't always get the prompts on the screen, so be glad for that, okay? Thank you for that. Now, like I said, you do have a full day ahead, and what I want to do is take a couple of minutes to tell you what's in store. You're going to hear from our Walmart leaders. You're going to hear from our CEO, Doug McMillon. Thanks for being here, Doug. We are also thrilled to welcome Arkansas Governor Asa Hutchinson. Thank you for being here, Governor. We look forward to it. Seems like I can't believe it's been a year since you're just here with us. And I have to say that last night as you were checking in, you got some prep sessions as we're new this year. And Stacy Cochran, where are you, Stacy, our buyer from Over the Counter Stand Up, and Ashley and Brendan Thompson, thank you. Thanks for doing that. Ashley and her husband, they make water bottles for Walmart. They make a lot of water bottles in Lima, Ohio. They're right there on the board up top. They own a company called 50 Strong, and we just couldn't be more thrilled. They have sat in your seats. They came from Open Call, and they have been growing with Walmart ever since. So thank you for doing that. Thanks for being here. We appreciate that. Yep. Now, I also get a chance to just give you some logistical reminders, okay, because it's a really full day. So if you'll indulge me for a minute, let's just talk about that. You've got a personal agenda. You got it on email. You know where you need to be. You have a Walmart app. If you need anything throughout the day, there are hundreds of Walmart associates in vests ready to help you, so just ask. There's help desk, there's volunteers, so please take advantage of that, okay? They're here for you. Now, also following our general session this morning, which will run about an hour and a half, we're going to start our open call pitch meetings. They're all over campus. And one thing I do want to remind you, we talked a little bit about it last night, is that we have a very robust private brands program. And if you think that that could be a potential for you, please ask the buyer about that. Companies like Quality Pasta, they make 5 varieties of our Sam's Choice mac and cheese. They came through Open Call and now do some private brand work for us. Martex is another company. They work with a company here in Arkansas called Nice Pack, making some great, they take, actually, let me tell you, they take fibers from t-shirts and make our Parents' Choice wipes. They're reusable and they're high quality and they're sustainable, and it's just a great product, a great journey. So think about that in addition to what you have on your mind to pitch to your buyer today, okay? Private brands, Walmart, growing, think about it, okay? We also have some Supplier Academy sessions for you today. In addition to pitching your product, we've set up 3 sessions here in the home office auditorium where we have brought in our own experts here at Walmart to answer your questions about how to get started online, how to do your item setup, how to use our supplier tools, how to get started on Retail Link, how to create great content on your online item profiles. So please take advantage of that. It really is an important part of your day where you will learn some new things about making your product and improving how you're working with Walmart. We're going to repeat them in the afternoon after we serve you all lunch. We have some great local barbecue out front in the big white tent, and over at the MLK building, we'll have some hamburgers being served. So take advantage of that. Those spaces are for you throughout the day, water, coffee, so please make yourself comfortable there and enjoy that. And then we'll end the day at the Record, downtown Bentonville, with a networking reception and a closing session. So you have a full day. We're going to get through this morning, and if you need the Wi-Fi, we have access to it, and you are a very chatty group on social media, so please continue to do that and use hashtag Made in USA, and everyone can follow our conversation that way. All right, everybody good with that? Now, let's do a level set on why we're all here. Back in 2013, the company made a commitment to source $250 billion more in US-made products over a 10-year time. We're about 4 years into that, and I'm really proud of the momentum that we have been building together since then. We've come a long way, we've learned a lot, and we certainly still have more work to do. We've seen firsthand that by supporting American jobs and American manufacturing, it's great for our customer. It's great for our business, and it's really great for the communities that we serve. You're going to hear a lot about that today, but I'll tell you the single most important thing that I have seen is that American ingenuity and entrepreneurship is clearly alive and well across America. You are all living proof of that. You are the manufacturers, you're farmers, you're the innovators, you're the risk takers in all of this, and you're what this is all about. I will tell you that you're on the front lines of American entrepreneurship, so we thank you for that. And I think we at Walmart have a unique opportunity to help you accelerate that, right? And it's that partnership that I think makes this all work and what makes Open Call such a special day. So thanks for joining us here. It's going to be a fun day. Thanks for tuning in, for those of you on, for the general session, and we really look forward to it. Now, please join me in welcoming the person who empowers us every day to pursue this commitment, Walmart's President and CEO, Doug McMillon.
Good morning. Are you excited to be here? Yes. Great. We're excited to have you here. I just want to buy items all day. I would love to just walk up and down the hallway and say, yes, yes, yes. It's going to be a lot of fun. We must really want you to be here because we're giving you barbecue at lunch. We don't do that for everybody. Congratulations on that. It's also great to have the governor here. Not only is Asa a great governor, but we played basketball together a few weeks ago, and the man's got ball skills. So maybe he can show those to you later. I'm going to tell you just a little bit about what we're working on as a company. I'll start with our customers, where everything starts. We're pretty focused on trying to save people not only money, but time. People are busy. If you're not busy, would you raise your hand? We got something else for you to do if you're not. Everybody I know, even my parents that are retired, are like, man, we're crazy busy. Time is like a currency, and people are really wanting to save it. They want a great experience, and we've always been there to save them money, but we want to have them experience Walmart in a way that's really efficient and enjoyable at the same time. So what we're doing as a company is we're building an e-commerce business. We're trying to make the stores even more enjoyable and faster to get in and out of, and we're trying to find ways to put them together. So you see large and small experiments going on. We're doing 2-day free shipping. We've come up with these automated pickup towers that are inside the store and on the parking lot. We're trying to find ways to eliminate the checkout process so you can just shop for yourself and take off, and Scan and Go at Sam's Club is one example of that. Innovation has always been part of Walmart, and in today's retail situation, we have got to be great at improving the experience for the customers every day and innovating and truly saving them time, not just money. This is a page that we use inside the company all the time to describe kind of Walmart on a page. We have a plan to win. We're a purpose-driven company. We save people money so that they can live better. We have core values that matter. And here we believe that strategically, culture is really important. And the way that customers feel in the store as they interact with associates, or if it's an online order and they're interacting with a care center, everything that we do that's a touch point with a customer needs to demonstrate that we put them first, we act with integrity, and we genuinely care about people. So we're working hard to shape our culture and support our associates in a way where that experience is the one that customers have when they shop with us. This year we have 4 key objectives. Changing how we work relates to becoming more of a digital company, becoming a company that has the highest of expectations and does a good job coaching and developing people, embraces inclusion and is diverse. As it relates to delivering results and operating with discipline, we've got investments we need to make. We've got to be great at managing expenses, great at managing our capital, just as you do in your business, so that we've got room to invest and grow as a company. And as it relates to being the most trusted retailer, we believe in shared value. We've learned over time that the size and scale of Walmart can be used to make a positive difference. So we try to set policies, whether it's related to the environment or how people in our supply chain are treated. Are people paid overtime correctly in their factories? Is the working environment the right working environment? Do we have the right policy on carbon? Can we make a bigger difference as it relates to Thai fishing or factories in Bangladesh? We're in this situation where the decisions that we make, the policies that we set, the culture we create can actually make a bigger difference. And we've learned that we can serve customers, build great jobs for associates, have suppliers like you do well, make money, hopefully a manageable margin on a lot of volume, not a lot of margin on a little bit of volume, but do things that help you be successful so you can invest in your business and have new items over time that we can sell to customers. We want the whole system to work. So we lately have been using this term shared value because we mean that. We want every single stakeholder in the chain to do well and prosper because they're part of Walmart, and that includes you. We're also committed to participating as a leader in the country when it comes to policy. We believe that we should be one of the voices at the table, and we want to help renew U.S. manufacturing and drive the creation of manufacturing jobs across the United States. And soon, we're going to be releasing a number of policy recommendations that support U.S. manufacturing. Growing our economy through manufacturing is really important for a number of reasons. We want customers to have great jobs and money to spend. The whole system needs to work. So one of the things we're going to weigh in on is Made in USA labeling. We think that can be improved so that customers know what they're buying and where it's coming from. Today's rules are a bit too confusing. We want to lean in on public and private partnerships and support apprenticeships, and we think that government together with the private sector can do a better job if we work together on those things. And we're obviously focused on tax and trade, trying to create an environment where jobs in this country grow in the manufacturing sector and that all of you and our other suppliers prosper. A couple of examples. I love this story. There was a family that was sitting in this room in 2014, Sarah and Brad Pearsall. They're from Asheville, North Carolina. And today they're in 900 stores with 6 shampoos. This is Brew shampoo. And yes, it does have hops and barley in it. There's more than one way to absorb it if you don't want to drink it, like with that pallet over here. This has got caffeine in it. It's got everything in it. So all you need to do is pick that up and you're good to go. I love Lifetime products. When I think of them, I always think of basketball goals, but they make kayaks, and they've been in Utah for a long time. And together with us have been able to generate 500 more jobs in Utah, and recently opened a facility in Tennessee where they created another 500 jobs. So we're really proud and excited about that. And then I want to leave you with one other story today, just to kind of make the point that this relationship that we're developing is real, and lives do get improved because we're working together, and we can do it in a sustainable fashion and help each other and together make a difference. So please pay attention to this story. Thank you.
I'm a maker, and most makers that I know aren't lucky enough to be able to make as a profession and a hobby. I get to do both. I remember as a young kid, my dad used to buy tons of scrap wood, and then he'd buy a couple of boxes of nails, and he'd say, all right, make something. And that's kind of how I got my start. I tell all my friends I design eyewear, and that's something that's really cool. We're one of the only eyewear manufacturers in the United States. That makes me one of the only people in the country that knows how to make glasses. So I'm one of a few, but I guess a chosen few.
I've always been immersed in this industry. I loved it. M Factory was our dream of doing something in the US. I was in a meeting with Walmart, and they challenged their suppliers to make more products in the USA. And I jumped at that opportunity.
Since this company's opened up, we've created dozens of jobs for people who weren't employed before this. These are all very valuable skills that can translate to many, many different types of manufacturing jobs. And to say that we're creating that foundation here is hugely important. Being able to look over at your coworker and be proud that we're actually making these glasses here in America, it's providing a better quality of life for people. My inspiration coming to work every day is my son. When my son looks at me, I want him to see someone that he's proud of, someone that is a role model. He's my pride and joy, he's my sidekick. It's my job to instill in him the same work ethic that my dad put into me and his father put into him. I've definitely made a home for myself here, and I look forward to seeing what we can do in the future. The impact that Walmart has is given all of us here an opportunity to provide for our families, to expand our skill set, and to have something that we're proud to say that is made in America.
I love that. That's a good story. Thanks, Doug. That is the very first US-made eyewear at Walmart, and it's rolling out into stores right now. It's right up here. We couldn't be more thrilled about Moto and the work that they've done. So really a great Brooklyn, New York story, and we couldn't be more proud of them. So now allow me to introduce to you somebody who has been a real friend of Walmart, somebody who is committed to driving growth in companies across our state, and somebody we just couldn't be more proud of his commitment to U.S. manufacturing, and that is our Arkansas Governor, Mr. Asa Hutchinson. Governor.
Thanks, Cindy. Thank you. Thank you. I'm just so thrilled to be here to the third Manufacturing Summit and to see all of these people from across the country that have come here to pitch their products. I'm proud of you that you're entrepreneurs, that you're looking at ways to grow the economy in your states and create jobs in your neighborhoods. And of course, you're here to make pitch to Walmart today. I'm here to make a pitch to you and tell you how great Arkansas is. That's just my job as governor, but it's a thrill for me, and I want to reciprocate with Doug. Doug's got ball skills too. We both enjoyed playing. The problem is we got to get smarter as to who we play against. We learned that 6'6" high school students don't pay us the respect that they should. But in a broader arena, I'm just so proud of Walmart and Doug in the competition that they are engaging in the online retail space. It's exciting to me as a native Arkansan, grew up right around here, practiced law on the square of Bentonville. Sam Walton was down the street for me. I'm a local boy, and to see Walmart engaged in the global stage, competing globally, and then to engage not just in the storefronts, but also in the online system. I'm just proud of Walmart and Doug and your leadership. And so how are we doing in this? This is my third manufacturing summit. Last year I was here and I talked about the fact that we had a 3.8% unemployment rate in Arkansas. Well, guess what? We are now down to a 3.4% unemployment rate in Arkansas, which is the lowest in recorded history of this state. And so Walmart's commitment to manufacturing has made a difference, and that's what I want to underscore. It's made a difference in the partnerships that they've built. You look down in Fort Smith, the partnership with Pernod Ricard, and I lived in Fort Smith for 19 years. That partnership says that Walmart's going to buy 150,000 cases of Malibu rum from our partner Pernod Ricard. That is a partnership that's going to create jobs. I was pleased to be there in that announcement. And also, though, the packaging for that will be from another Arkansas company and Arkansas Timber Products. And so it's a multiple that we can benefit from. But you're also making a difference not just in those partnerships, but simply in the leadership of saying we want to return manufacturing to the United States. And the result of that leadership has been, from an Arkansas perspective, is that we are leading the nation in the growth of foreign direct investment in this state. Over the last 5 years, we've increased foreign direct investment over 40% here in Arkansas. How has that happened? It is because we have companies that are located overseas that recognize they want to manufacture in the United States of America. Just in our state, Dassault Falcon Jet has 2,000 employees in Arkansas, French-owned company, of course. Every Falcon Jet you buy anywhere in the globe, you come into Arkansas to pick it up. We're sort of proud of that. Final assembly done here in this state. Sig Sauer, a firearms manufacturing company from New Hampshire, locates in Arkansas, expanded manufacturing here. I recruited Rui Garment Company. I'm sort of proud of this, so I've got to mention it. It's a Chinese company that reshored garment manufacturing to the United States, and they picked Arkansas. Rui Garment Company is located in Fort Smith. Did I hear a round of applause there? When you're in politics, you get sensitive to those kind of things. But they locate in Forest City in the Delta. They're going to create up to 800 jobs, $410 million investment, and they're going to buy 800,000 bales of Arkansas cotton every year. And so that's a multiplier. And so we're growing, and we could talk about Tianyong Garment Company that manufactures for Adidas products. They're going to locate in Arkansas. And so the leadership sends a signal that we want manufacturing returned here. Why is Arkansas a good place? Well, let me tell you, first of all, logistics is not bad for Arkansas when you want to manufacture. One, we've got the world's largest retailer in our backyard. That connection's not bad. But we also have access to 2/3 of the U.S. market very quickly. Centrally located, easy to access. Secondly, our workforce is second to none. If you look at the statistics, we're the 6th leading state in terms of manufacturing experience in our workforce. We understand manufacturing. We want to do that manufacturing in our workforce. And then when it comes to technology, you can't have any company without being a tech company. And we are the first state to mandate computer coding to be offered in every high school in Arkansas. We are leading the nation in computer science education as recognized by Microsoft, recognized by all the leading tech companies. Arkansas is leading, and why are we doing that? Because we want our graduates from high school to understand coding and cybersecurity, that they can go in your business and be a part of your tech future. And so yes, we want you to sell to Walmart, we want you to manufacture in your home state, and then we want you to expand in Arkansas. It's an easy combination, just fit the bill there. And finally, I want to tell you, I'm just proud of our quality of life. We enjoy life here, we work hard, we're entrepreneurial in spirit, but guess what? We've got museums, we've got art, we've got outdoor, we've got duck hunting, we've got a quality of life that is second to none. We believe in community, we believe in family, we believe in hard work, and that's not a bad combination. And so, consider Arkansas in your future. I want to introduce Mike Preston. Stand up, Mike, my Director of Economic Development. So when you're ready to manufacture in Arkansas, he'll cut you a deal. Thank you for letting me to be here. My third year. We'll look forward to seeing you back. Thank you.
Thank you, Governor Hutchinson. You're a true friend of Walmart and a true supporter of this initiative, so thank you so much. Again, for Governor Hutchinson. So I'm Tony Rogers. I'm the Chief Marketing Officer here at Walmart. And Cindy, I just want to thank you. You put me right after Doug McMillon and the Governor. So thanks for that. I am really excited to be here with you today. You know, this commitment to creating jobs is part of our DNA here at Walmart. And it's all of you who make that possible. You're the ones who create the products, that create the jobs, and hire talented people to make stuff right here in America. So I'll start off my remarks just by saying thank you for all the incredible work that you're doing to help make us even stronger as a company and as a country. So thank you for all of you guys. So I'm the marketing guy, so I'm going to spend my time talking about the customer this morning and why investing in American jobs matters so much to our customers. And here's a headline that I'll give you, and I'm going to keep coming back to this. For our customers, made in America equals jobs in America. It's just really that simple. And I'll just kind of give you a sense for what's going on with our customer right now. Consumer confidence, start with that. Consumer confidence is at historically high levels. And unemployment, you just heard the governor talk about Arkansas, unemployment's at historically low levels. In fact, consumer confidence in June, 94.5, that's about as high as it gets. And the unemployment rate in June is a 16-year low, 4.3%. That's the lowest it's been since 2001. And you just heard the governor leading the pace, even better than that here in Arkansas. The Fed's increased interest rates, all good signs for the U.S. economy. When we talk to Walmart customers, what they tell us is what they're most concerned about is jobs. Jobs for themselves, and not just for themselves, though, jobs for people in their local communities. They want to see more jobs created. It's easy to understand, then, why people are passionate about what we're doing in here, protecting and creating jobs in our country and in our communities. That's why this thing matters to our customers and matters to us. Made in America equals jobs in America. When customers buy products made in the USA, and this is a kind of the important connection, when they buy products made in the USA, they feel like they are actively contributing to creating jobs in America. They feel like that's how they're kind of doing their part. And we see this in our research. For example, the majority of customers that we talk to prefer to buy American-made products. And we see that more than half of our customers, they actually say they go out of their way to find and buy products made in the USA. So buying American is a big deal, and interestingly, it's gaining traction. So in our surveying and in our testing, we find that 4 in 10 shoppers are telling us this has become more important to them even just in the last few months. So this is on people's minds. Made in America is on people's minds because jobs are on people's minds. And so the last thing I would say on this is just one more stat for you. The research just says it's all about protecting and creating jobs. Nearly 70% of our customers say that the reason they buy made in the USA products is to help keep or create jobs locally. And that word locally is really important. You're going to hear us talk about that all morning. So it's clear to customers, made in America is jobs in America. That's why it's important to us, and that's why we're committed to this effort. All of you are doing such great work in this room to deliver on this, to create jobs in America. And so from a marketing perspective, you guys are doing such great stuff. We want to make sure people know about it. And we're loud and proud with this thing. We're making a significant investment in marketing to tell people about it, about all the great stuff you're doing. You guys all know our tagline is save money, live better. And an important part of live better is creating jobs. That's, like I said, that's part of our DNA. So let me tell you a little bit about what we're doing in marketing to be loud and proud and to tell people about what you guys are doing. On June 10th, we launched a big event that makes it clear to customers that we're investing in the American dream. We've got a big national ad running right now, which I'm going to show you here right at the end of my remarks. And what you're going to see in this ad and this campaign we're doing is we've picked real people in a real factory. In fact, we've picked one of the companies that Doug told you about, Lifetime Products in Lifetime, Utah. We wanted to bring to life what people in this factory and this community are doing together and how we're creating jobs together. So you're going to see this ad. In addition to the ad, we've created a lot of video content that we're putting out in social media and digital media and really going big to push this story out and make people aware of it. I'm going to show you a couple clips from this campaign, and so you can see some of the folks that actually work in this factory and some of the jobs that we're creating together. First, I'm going to show you a couple of these. First, we're going to meet Cliff. Cliff is a quality director in this factory at Lifetime, and he's going to talk to us about the importance of work. So take a look at Cliff.
It's very important for me to be able to provide for myself and my family. It's important to be part of a company like this and be part of it from early on and see how much it's grown and how much we produce and how many jobs we fulfill for people in this community and across the country.
So we've got a lot of stories like this about Cliff and others like Cliff, and we want to make sure people hear about his journey and the journey of others that are involved in this. Now, the next one I'm going to play for you is really special. It's another fellow that works at Lifetime, and his name is Mike. And let's hear Mike's story.
This job has been a blessing to me. I love how everybody is like a family here. This place has helped my life out a lot. Like my last job, I was working noon to whatever. I have a steady job. The boys, it's not like I'm waking up and send them to school and then they don't see me for the rest of the day. I'm actually there in the evening having dinner with them. I'm able to go to my kids to sporting events, and even school functions. Like prior to this job, I wasn't able to make it to my kids' functions. I used to struggle for Christmas. Like Christmas, we've actually had to have help from Sub for Santa. I haven't had to have that help in the last 3 years. And it makes me feel that much better that I can do that for my kids, not somebody else doing it for them. I'm proud of them. That's all that matters, you know. I've done really well with my life, but I'd like them to shoot higher than me, you know.
So how about that? We were getting kind of emotional in the rehearsals watching that video, but you know, that really makes it personal, what we're all doing here together. That is what it's all about. It's not just about statistics, but it's about improving people's lives one at a time. Now, let me tell you something else about Mike. That's why this thing's even more special here. When we filmed this, Mike's title, he was what they call a medals lead at Lifetime. And since we filmed that, Mike got promoted. He's now a supervisor, and with that, he got a raise. So how about that? I think we actually have Mike right here. Yeah. Congratulations, man. That is awesome. That is awesome. So this is pretty heartwarming stuff. Make sure Mike's not still there. That'd be kind of weird if I was just talking and he's still there. This is pretty heartwarming stuff, though, and when you hear directly from an individual like Mike, the impact this has on his life, his steady income, the ability to provide for his kids, and that sense of purpose and pride that we all want from work. It's really powerful stuff, so feel proud of what you're doing here. You're not just selling products to Walmart, you're making a difference. So let me give a huge shout out to Lifetime for just being such a great partner for us. One more round of applause for Lifetime. All right, so we're going to make sure everybody sees Mike and all his friends at Lifetime and a lot of other great things that we're all doing here together. So we've got a lot of great videos like the ones I showed you. We've got the TV campaign. And let me tell you a little bit more about why we're doing this. When we advertise this Made in America message, it really resonates with our customers. It really resonates especially with millennials who care more and more not just about what you sell, but about what companies are doing to improve and support communities. And so when we show this stuff, what you're doing, when we show this to our customers, it makes them think differently about our company, and it makes them want to shop at our company and buy your products. It creates an emotional connection, like you just saw, to what we all do every day, and it makes it matter. All right, so we're going to be doing a lot more talking about this, and let me show you kind of what we're going to do to promote some of these products and remind customers that when they buy your stuff, that they're creating jobs. We're leveraging every channel we have. National TV, we have an in-store network, 145 million people in our stores every week see this stuff on our own network. We have a digital campaign with some of these videos and banners that you saw. And we do some kind of fun stuff in places like Snapchat. The Snapchat thing's kind of fun. Last July 4th, when we were talking Made in America, we kind of almost broke Snapchat. We had 8 million people use this Snapchat filter, Made in America filter, and they shared it to 300 million different people, 300 million shares in one day. I mean, that's just a staggering number. So we're going after it again. We're pulling all the levers on our own channels as well. We got our tab, we got e-circulars where your products are in there, along with the story of how we're working together to do this and work on this commitment. We're extending it beyond our shelves in the store, so we've got shoppable virtual shelves, Scott, on Walmart.com and on the Walmart app. But I think out of all this, what I'm most excited about is we've got a Facebook tool that's called My Facebook Tool. And what it does, it allows our store managers to post real-time updates about how many jobs are being created in their states and their communities as a result of this effort. So for example, if we can show these up here, the one on the left here, this is, if you can put this slide up, there's a store manager, Dave Ryan, store 1288 in Roxborough, oh, there we go. Store 1288 in Roxborough, North Carolina. And he and his associates posted this on Facebook to celebrate our partners at Sun Terrace, who make these chairs right here, and the 150 jobs that they've created right in North Carolina. I mean, talk about impacting a community. And so we're going to be doing a lot of that and letting people tell those local stories. And then something else that's really, I know, very important to everyone in this room, and that's blowing this out in our stores. In our stores, we're going to be hyper-local with the message, showcasing items that we're proudly selling in every state around the country, because really that's what this effort's all about. That's what we've been talking about this morning. People care the most about jobs in their local community. Okay, so people in Wichita, Kansas, when they go in store 1221 and they see that blue Coleman cooler over there, they know that they're actively, when they buy that cooler, they're actively participating in local job creation. Franklin, Tennessee, those Lasco fans, 150 jobs for their neighbors. Or how about Chicago and people buying that Weber grill in Chicago, helping to support someone in their community, provide for their family. That is a great feeling, and it's a feeling that all of you make possible. Okay, so here's my call to action for you. Keep doing what you're doing and share your stories with us. Share your stories about what your employees are doing to make a difference in your community, in your neighbors, and your families. And we'll pass those along. We'll tell those stories and spread the word because we want to engage even more people in this mission to keep the American dream alive. All right, so thanks again for all that you do every day to make great quality products that make a difference in our country. Have a great day. I'm finally going to show you this ad. Dream on.
Sing with me, sing my ear, sing my left, sing
Tony, nice job. You get to follow the governor, and I get to follow Steven Tyler. So that's just how it works, right? Good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing? Great. Excited to see everybody here today. You know, I want to start today by simply congratulating all of you. This is an enormous opportunity for everybody here. An opportunity to get your products in front of our 140 million customers that come into our stores every single day, and the millions of customers who shop us online at walmart.com. And today, many of you are going to realize your dream. It's the American dream, right? And Walmart, we are thrilled to be a part of what you're doing. So congratulations to all of you for what you're doing to fuel our economy and to fuel your personal community. So really well done. Now, Tony explained to you why this matters so much to our customers. What I'd like to do is spend some time with you today to explain why it matters to Walmart. Investing in American jobs is good for our business, and the business case for investing in America has never been stronger. Rising international shipping costs play a part in what's going on today, but sourcing goods closer to home creates natural efficiencies in our business. It reduces inventory, it speeds up replenishment, and often it results in higher quality product, and more frequently now, it results in lower costs for our customers. So ultimately, for me and our buyers, what you do, the products that you make, helps us do our jobs. It helps us deliver on our merchandising strategy and also deliver on the purpose of our company for save money and live better. So that's why we're more committed than ever to buying products made here in the U.S. So Cindy mentioned earlier today, we got suppliers from all over the world watching on video today, right? And many of you in this room or those watching on video joined us in February at our Supplier Growth Forum, where we talked about our total strategy for merchandising. We talked about 3 key priorities that are going to drive our business. 1, driving sales through our EDLP value proposition, resetting our cost structure, and accelerating our multi-channel. And the great news is investing in American jobs delivers against all 3 of these priorities. So what I'd like to do is share a few real-life examples with you on how this comes to bear. So first, let me start with Durrell. It's a great example of how manufacturing in the U.S. can deliver high-quality products at EDLP pricing, right? An item like this Costco Sonera car seat, this one right here, a great product that Durrell makes for us. We're projected to sell more than 500,000 of these car seats this year, and we're going to sell them at $44.98, which is an incredible value. It helps those busy families, Doug, you talk about, save money, which is really important to us. I want to thank our entire baby team, led by Diana Marshall, for the work that they're doing across the category. They are committed to working with suppliers to get the best quality at the best price. I had the pleasure to visit Durrell a few weeks ago at their factory in Columbus, Indiana. And what they've done recently is they spent $25 million in their 1.2 million square foot facility to make it a factory that is ready and prepared for the future. The plant is going to give them even more capacity. It's going to give them faster response time and higher efficiencies, all of which are going to benefit the Walmart customer. The investment also enabled them to compete and to win against offshore manufacturers. They recently announced that the production of 1.4 million booster car seats are going to shift from China back to the U.S. And that initiative alone is going to create about 700 new American jobs. The best part about the visit to this factory was a wall that they call the Wall of Inspiration. And it's a wall of letters and photos from grateful parents whose children's lives were literally saved by Durrell's high-quality car seats that were made in the U.S. You want to talk about a company that is really making a difference. They're creating jobs for Americans. They're making a high-quality, really affordable product, and they are literally saving lives. Please take a look.
As the world's largest manufacturer of children's car seats, Durrell Juvenile has been keeping kids safe for many years, and we're really proud of the fact that we've been making car seats in this facility in Columbus, Indiana for over 30 years. And Walmart has been with us from the beginning.
In 2013, we committed to buy an additional 250 billion in products that support American jobs by 2023.
U.S. manufacturing is important for us. It's not just good for jobs, not just good for the communities, it's not just good for America, it's good for our business. It's a vibrant facility that's growing in volume. We're adding jobs, we're investing in new equipment, and all these things are possible because of the partnership between Durrell and Walmart.
What was really interesting when you stood on the manufacturing floor and talked to all of their associates, you could see the pride that they had and the passion that they had for the product and the energy that they brought to their jobs every single day. I want to thank Paul Powers, who's the CEO of Durrell, and I think he's watching on video probably today from his office, but he was a great host a few weeks ago for our entire team and for reminding us just how vital it is to invest in American jobs. Next, I want to talk to you about reducing costs. And Sinamax is a perfect example of how we can improve quality, take costs out, and we can pass those savings on to our customers at the same time. Sinamax is a leading manufacturer of memory foam, and they've moved production from China back to Laverne, Tennessee, and they opened a 500,000 square foot facility earlier this month. And not only are they creating about 350 local jobs, but they're making high quality mattress toppers that take 8 weeks out of the supply chain. Now, I was fortunate enough to visit their grand opening of their factory a few weeks ago, and I was really blown away by the facility itself, but more importantly, by the people that are working there. This new factory was created for a rehab of an old facility, an appliance facility that was shut down, and we got to watch the very first shift ever in this facility start to go to work. And it was an incredible experience to see the excitement, to see the pride, to see the gratitude of the associates on the factory floor as they started their jobs. Please take a look.
We are the biggest polyurethane foam producer for furniture and the bedding industry in China. When we started, 100% of our products were made overseas.
Walmart made a $250 billion commitment to buy more products that are U.S. made, U.S. assembled. And the only way we can do that is through partnering with great suppliers like Sinamax. U.S. made products are really important to our customers, and it really delivers on the live better part of our brand promise. And that's why we're here today at Laverne, Tennessee. We're opening up this incredible facility, and we're going to grow our business together.
This is our first ever manufacturing plant in the United States. If there was no Walmart business, this facility is not even possible.
It is another great day in Tennessee. $28 million of capital investment, 350 high-quality family wage jobs.
You're investing in our city, you're investing in our state, and you're investing in our people. These are American jobs in Tennessee, and it is because of Walmart that this is possible.
Walmart and Sinamax have been partners for many years. It's actually, I think, that long-term relationship has enabled this initiative to happen.
That business relationship, make us a better company. We're reacting much quicker. We're developing products right here. That never happened before. This is unbelievable.
Bringing a U.S. factory here, we wanted it to be innovative, bring really high-tech jobs to the state. We have world-class equipment, but to me, it's always about the people. It's the people behind it that really make it run. And it feels so good to bring jobs back to the U.S. That's what I'm proud of.
Everything from the layout to what kind of scale, what kind of capacity you want. It was all built for the future.
It's a brand new start for our workers, it's a brand new start for this building, and it's really just the start of a positive impact we'll have in the United States. I think that's the thing I'm most proud about. We can do it in the U.S., and our employees are truly thankful for that.
I basically achieved my American dream. It is really rewarding for me if I can help other people to get better jobs. A little bit over 2 years from a concept to shipping products to Walmart stores, it's really a dream come true to me.
Twyla Brooks, stand up. Just wanted to thank you, your leadership of the Bed and Bath team, what your team is doing. You're doing a great job finding great American-made items, and you've got a winner in Sinemax. So thank you for the work that you're doing. I also want to thank the CEO of Sinemax, Frank Chen, is here with us. Frank, could you stand up? Your commitment to this effort and your commitment to Walmart is a really big deal to us. We thank you for your partnership, Frank. You're a great guy to work with, so thank you. Now, our final priority in merchandising is to accelerate the multi-channel. And you're going to hear a lot more about this from Scott Hilton in a couple minutes, but I want to just take a minute to emphasize it because it's really important to us. We have aggressive plans to serve more customers in new ways, both in stores and online. And you heard Doug talk about that at the beginning of the meeting. The intersection of both digital and the physical store remains kind of a unique advantage for Walmart and something that's really going to define our future. And it's exactly why at last year's open call, we announced that every item that was brought was going to be a yes on Walmart.com, right? We're going to build on that success this year, and Scott's going to tell you a lot more about how we're going to do that. But we want you to leave here feeling confident about how we can work together to accelerate the multi-channel so that customers can shop wherever and however they want. I think it's a really important part of our future together. So that's an overview of our merchandising and the priorities that we're focused on. But more importantly, it's why we are so committed to growing with all of you. Suppliers who manufacture right here in the U.S., that's who you are. Why is it important? Because it supports our strategy, it enables our business, and it matters fundamentally, very deeply, as Tony told you, to our customers. So what's going to happen today? Today, on one single day, we are going to have more than 750 meetings, our buyers and you, to look at product. Doug, to your point, buying items, right? The fun part of retail. And I'll tell you what, the buyers can't wait. They are unbelievably excited to do this. I always consider this actually one of the most fun days of the year at Walmart because we get to just look at items and talk about product. I want to appreciate my team for their entire effort and their commitment to this. They're really excited about it. They love this program because it helps them deliver on innovation. It helps them deliver on quality. It helps them deliver on price. They're passionate about it because it gives them the opportunity to be part of creating jobs in America. It gives them the chance to be a part of the shared value that you heard Doug talk about earlier. They're committed to it because it enables them to better serve our customers. And together, we can get your products on our store and online shelves, and when we do that, we can all be part of the solution. And I think that should make you all very proud. I know it makes me very proud. But we're not done. So at Walmart, we love to get our associates involved into all the action. So, for example, you may be wondering why you got one of these Dara ties on your chair when you walked in. Right? Everybody have one of these? Everybody got one? All right. Well, we asked our associates right here in the home office which open call item here today they think is going to be a next great Made in the USA item. Right? So we called our contest, Get It on the Shelf, and asked our associates to vote on one of your items, looking for innovation, looking for quality, looking for great value, right? Well, I want to today congratulate Dara Tie because you are getting on the shelf. So congratulations. So this is Jason DeYoung from Dara Industries. They're located in Elroy, Wisconsin. And we think this is a great item. It does a lot of great things. There's a lot of value in it. So you're going to get on the shelf, but you still have to go to your buyer meetings today. All right? You can't skip the process, right? We got a few details we got to work out, but congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. I also want to thank Parker Toshima, our buyer in hardware, for finding this great item and building it to us. You've done a really great job, so thank you. So let me close with a challenge for all of you. Now, first, everybody just take a breath, because I'm sure there's a lot of anxiety in this room today, okay? It's a huge deal to be here, to be invited, but I want you to relish it. You should be really, really proud of what you've already accomplished. And then pause and take stock in your business and really dig into it. Think about what your growth plan is, right? What can you do differently to deliver even more value to our customers, take out more costs, or accelerate the multi-channel? Think about how you can partner with your suppliers down the supply chain to drive even more efficiencies. We're here to support you and to help you guys be successful. Because when you win, we win at Walmart, and ultimately, we believe America wins. You guys are the entrepreneurs who are going to lead America's manufacturing revival, and you're going to fuel our economic growth. Thank you for creating jobs. Thank you for creating amazing products that our customers love. And I want to thank all of you for your commitment to Walmart. I can't wait to see what you brought for us today. So I want everyone good luck, and more importantly, have fun today. Now I'd like to introduce my partner who leads the Chief Revenue Officer for e-commerce, Mr. Scott Hilton.
All right, thank you, Steve, and good morning, everyone. A really exciting day, lots of stuff going on. So thank you very much for coming. Amazing turnout. This is incredible. You've heard from many speakers, very important initiative, and you heard from Tony, it's really important to our customers. And so online, we are promoting the Made in USA initiative. So customers that come to our website or they use the app, they can click on a banner and shop products that are made in the USA. It's really, really important. So I know many of you came today with a vendor number. You've already been set up with a vendor number. Not all of you, there's a lot of you that haven't yet. And some of you are actually already selling online, which is awesome. And so that's really, really great. We want to, as Steve was alluding to, reduce some of the stress in the room. If you're here today and you've got products ready to sell, you're ready to ship them to customers, we will get you online. You're already approved for Walmart.com, we'll get you up there. So really, if you do that effort, we'll get you online. So hopefully you've already got that channel going for you. Some of you are also selling on our other online properties as well. So Walmart, we have Walmart.com, Jet, Hayneedle, ModCloth, Shoes.com, and Moose Jaw. And there's an opportunity, too, to sell your products there. With those sites, we can reach an incredibly broad demographic in the U.S. We cover almost every demographic, and it's a great way to reach customers. So if you've been following along in the news at all, you've seen that our performance in the first quarter was incredible. We had 63% growth compared to last year. It was just amazing. Yeah. So we're really proud of that. We're going to keep that momentum going. A lot of that momentum has been driven by many of the investments we're making in the business. So we have 50 million products online on Walmart.com right now. And at the beginning of the year, we turned on 2-day free shipping on millions of products without, and this is a big point, without any membership. It's available to anyone who comes to Walmart.com. We've added other capabilities like free 2-day, easy reorder. Easy reorder is something where if a consumer shops in a store, they've not been online yet, or they've shopped online, and they go to it and set up their online account, they'll see those products in their account that they order frequently. So it makes it very easy for customers to add those products they like to their basket. We started recently an initiative where if consumers want to shop online and they ship products to store, because last mile shipping is one of the most expensive parts of e-commerce, we actually provide an incentive for them, a savings, for them to go to the store and pick it up. It saves us money and it saves the consumer money, so it's a really a win-win. We continue to offer same-day pickup for both groceries and other products online. If they order online, they can come in to pick them up in the store. Our grocery experience is amazing. By the end of the year, we'll have it in more than 1,000 stores. Customers love it. They can order all their products. We do the shopping for them. They pull in. Associates will load it into their cars. It's really an amazing experience. So I don't need to tell you it's a very interesting time in retail. Lots of stuff going on. Very exciting. And it's a high-stakes game. We think we're positioned incredibly well to win in this game. So the future of retail, if you think about it, is really enabling consumers to shop however they want. Whether they want to go into a store and shop around, whether they want to shop at home and have it shipped to the store, which I previously mentioned, or they want to ship it to a friend's house. Doing what the customer wants to do, that's what the success will look like in retail. And at Walmart, we have a store within 10 miles of 90% of the population. So it's an amazing thing that we can leverage and deliver on. And so we think we can create that incredible seamless experience for all of our customers. So we're continuing to experiment, as you heard from Doug, and try new things every day. One of the things you may have read about is associate delivery. where associates working in our stores, they're on their way home for the evening or headed somewhere else, they can opt in to deliver packages to consumers. That's something that only we can do. It's an incredible opportunity there, but we'll figure that out as we go. A lot of experimentation yet to go. So you heard earlier about these academy sessions, so I encourage you to please attend those and learn how to sell better online. Darren McDonald and Eric O'Toole will be leading those sessions. And so setting up your products online is just the beginning. To really do well, you've got to add a lot of rich content and make it a good shopping experience for the consumer. And you'll hear a lot more about that later. So that's all I have today. Thank you very much. We're looking forward to having all your products show up online. And now it's my pleasure to introduce Dan Bartlett, who is our EVP of Corporate Affairs. Dan.
Good morning. Kind of a generic title, EVP of Corporate Affairs, but I get the pleasure, the distinct honor to engage with two of your favorite stakeholders, the media and politicians. I want to thank again Governor Hutchinson for being here today and understanding that he put in a great pitch for the state of Arkansas, but actually all of you in the room and all participating are representing 48 states today, as well as the District of Columbia and Puerto Rico. And we understand, our teams understand that, and there's probably not a city council, a mayor, or a legislature, or a governor that we haven't had to deal with, if you saw that map where all those communities in which we're serving in. And so we understand at times, not every politician is going to be ready to cut that quick deal like the governor said, and that maybe there's some who don't exactly share your vision of growth or maybe have the exact ideas that you do when it comes to how do you get incentives, how do you remove obstacles, allow for you to grow in your communities. And so our public affairs team is here to help you in any way that we can to help navigate the legislative or regulatory labyrinth that we all face in trying to grow our businesses. So we have a lot of experience in this space. We'll continue to focus on it because we think it's one of those other aspects of making sure that we achieve the commitment we have of reaching the $250 billion goal that we've set for ourselves over the 10-year period. Part of that goal that we've talked about is the job creation. It's been a recurring theme here, is about how do we create jobs. And the fact of the matter is that it is a big number. It is basically 1 million jobs that we know can be created through this additional $250 billion in sourcing. Directly, that's about 250,000 jobs, and we've talked about specific ones here today, but there's another 750,000 that created because if you add a machine, if you add to your own factory, if you're building a new factory, there's all types of services and construction and things that go into that generate the type of growth and the type of job creation that really makes this country run. Because we do know that the majority of jobs created in this country are done from small business people. And as we think about it from a public policy standpoint, there's a lot of things that we can impact, and there's others, as we see as things are unfolding in Washington, there might be a lot of things we can't control. There's a lot of talk about tax reform. There's a lot of talk about healthcare reform. All these things are going to have impacts on your lives, on our lives, and we'll do what we can there. But we also understand that the biggest impact we can have in creating a job in a community and this shared value that we're really committed to, as Doug and Steve talked about, is that a purchase order is the direct impact we can have in a community. And I get the distinct privilege of talking to one of those real-life stories. We've had some great videos about the types of people who we are impacting because we can get lost in these big numbers, 1 million here, 250 billion there, but it really does come down to the actual individuals that we're impacting. So I have the distinct honor to invite Terry Aguilar up here, and she's thinking right now, why couldn't I just cut a video? That would have been a lot easier. But welcome to the stage.
Hey, thank you.
Jerry works for, yeah, it works. You say hi. See if it works.
Hi.
Yeah, it works.
Okay.
She's thinking right now, why didn't I get to cut the video? That's a much easier approach. But why don't you tell everybody here what you do and where you work?
I work at Doral in Columbus, Indiana. I'm a production operator. I work on the line that runs Center Next, and I also run the Grow and Go.
So you may have actually assembled that
one,
exact
yeah.
one right there. 500,000 of those just for Walmart alone. That's fantastic.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about your history, because your history with the company got interrupted a little bit because you had some personal news, and now you've returned to the company. So maybe you ought to share a little bit of that with everyone.
Yeah, I worked at Doral for almost 4 years. It was my first job right out of high school, actually. But after I had my son, I decided that I wanted to stay home with him for a few years. So after he turned 2, I decided to, go back to Durrell. It's home to me. I know all the people. I know all the jobs. So it was a natural fit to
That's
just
awesome.
go back. Yeah.
So now you'll be able to balance between working there, and I'm sure the company's great with you having a son at home and that.
Yeah.
That's
Oh, yeah.
awesome. And talk a little bit about, because I know Columbus, Indiana is a place where, there has been some tough times. What does it mean when you think about, you say you have family in the community, what does it mean to the broader community there in Indiana?
Well, I'm like a lot of the people that I work with every day. I do that job to be able to provide for my family and my son. And it's actually even given some of my family members the opportunity
He's got a cameo up there, right?
to have a
They got
job.
picture
Yes.
of him.
It's given some of my family members the opportunity to also have a job. And I think the overall thing is that it's a job that they're able to start and finish and retire in, central Indiana. That's the main thing.
It's really neat to see, we think about Walmart and that we have a mission and a purpose that by literally allowing people to save money that they can live better. But man, that wall of inspiration was really cool. Can you talk a little bit about that, about what you all see when people bring in their own personal stories, that the very product that you literally had your hands on saved a life?
I mean, it makes me feel good knowing that, we come to work every day, we just think of it as work, but what we do actually impacts people's lives, Saving children, that's what we do, saving babies.
That's a pretty
Amazing.
awesome mission.
Yeah.
That's really cool. Well, we're really privileged to have you here. As you saw in the video from the Lifetime Products example, that the guy got a promotion. I know all your bosses are watching right now, so maybe you're next in line. I don't want to put any pressure on you, but it's very good to see you, Gary. Take care. Thank you, Cindy.
Thanks, Jerry. It's nice to see you again. Excellent work. You can tell at Walmart we love a good video, don't we, right? We showed you a lot, and we have a lot of channels through which we can tell that story, because it really is about selling the products and connecting our customers to the products and the stories behind those products. And sometimes bringing those stories to life here in a gathering like this really can help drive it home. So I also have the pleasure of introducing another special guest for you this morning. John Bassett is the chairman of Von Bassett Furniture Company in Galax, Virginia. Bassett Furniture, sound familiar to you all, right? Now, they are one of the largest wood case goods and furniture manufacturer, and they've been in business since 1902, so a very long time. And he's one of these great stories he's going to share with you, that during the time of offshoring and costs increasing and manufacturing going overseas, Bassett Furniture did not. And I think what you have to hear from him is what he did differently, what was different for him, and what were the factors that allowed him to grow in the U.S. and what he's kind of experiencing today. You're going to hear about his great book, The Factory Man, a New York Times bestseller, as well as his newest book from 2016, where in his own words, he's going to share his story about making it in America. We couldn't be more thrilled to have you here, Mr. Bassett. So welcome to Walmart, and the stage is yours. Thank you. Nice to see you.
I'm here because of this book. It's called Factory Man, and it's about globalization in the furniture industry. And she wrote about what happened to our industry, and I'm talking about wood furniture. I'm not talking about upholstery furniture. And I describe the book. This is a cross between Gone with the Wind and Peyton Place. And I mean, that stuff that my grandparents did, I had no idea they did it. I want you to know. And my mother never told me, and I don't blame her. I wouldn't have told it either. But that's the story about globalization. This is the book I wrote, which is called Making It in America. What did we do that was different? What did we do that was different? Why are we the only furniture company that remained? Why are we here when everybody else was not? And we decided to stay here, and we developed what I call our 5 great rules. And we stumbled into them, really, if you want to know. The first rule is attitude. If you don't think you're going to win, ladies and gentlemen, you are going to lose. You've got to start with the right attitude. And this is back 2002, 2003. This is a free trading era. If you ever said anything against free trade, you were a protectionist. And this is what we were supposed to accept in this country. So we went to our people and we said, we're going to stay. And they were very respectful. They were very deference to what we were saying. But they said, John, you're not the biggest company. There are a lot of companies bigger than you are. Why do you think we can do this? We had an organization that had become quitters. And I didn't grow up in quitting America. And we knew we had to change that attitude. That's rule number one. What's rule number two? How do you change an attitude? It's very simple. It's one word: leadership. We yearn for leadership in this country. Not only in business, we also yearn for our government to give us leadership. And that's exactly what we did in that factory. When they went to work, our cars were in the parking lot. When they went home, our cars were in the parking lot. If there were any cut to wages or salary, we took the cut. If there was any increase, they got the increase. And they kept seeing machinery coming in. We kept investing in this country, in our company. And they said, you really mean it, don't you? We said, yes. And we are here for you. We are going to do this together. Leadership. And that's exactly what you're hearing today. I came here to give you a speech. What is happening is you gave me a speech. I'm a manufacturer. I'm excited. I don't sell Walmart, but I hope there's more companies in this country that catches your fever. We need it. All right, what's number three? Number three is you have to change and improve, and there's three huge words: again, again, and again. You have to drive change. It's relentless. One thing I love about offshore competition, it makes you get off your rear end. It really does. We became a better company. There wasn't any question about it. And let me give you an example. Everybody wants to tell you what you can't do. You can't do this, you can't do that. Sit around and think about what you can do. I'll give you just one example of our company. Furniture was delivered in months. That means furniture is a complicated process. And it was delivered in months. And if it came from overseas, it was 6, 7, 8 months. So we decided we would deliver our furniture. I didn't say ship, I said deliver from Denver east to the Atlantic Ocean in 7 days. It was unheard of in this industry. I said, guys, we're going to 7 days. I'll never forget, my credit manager came in and said, John, you know, it takes 2 weeks to check credit, and we can do it in 1 week. And I said, Danny, you got 30 minutes. Three days later, he said, I got 30 minutes, and I'm going to do it in 30 minutes. I said, good. So we delivered our furniture in 7 days. We went to our dealers and said, guess what? People will wait 7 days for furniture. Why are you carrying any inventory whatsoever? All I want you to do is put the floor sample on. You don't have to carry inventory. Now, guys, the last time I checked, the one thing Asians have a problem doing, and I don't think they're going to correct it, they are not going to suck all the water out of the Pacific Ocean. And while they're floating across that ocean, we are delivering our product. I can give a whole speech on change. Let me move to the next one. Rule number 4 is, don't panic. They love to panic you. They love to tell you what you can't do. Don't panic. I've never seen a good business decision made in my life when people were panicking. And things are going to change. Things are going to change for Walmart. But don't panic. Just calm down. Think your way through what you have to do, because everybody in your organization is watching you. And we want cool leaders. And don't panic. People in the factory would look, and I said, guys, don't worry about it. We got a plan, and we're going to follow our plan. Let's just take my statement when I told you we now deliver furniture in 7 days. We went back to our dealers and said, okay, we want you to put a floor sample on each floor. Sometimes it's a one person or one family furniture store, sometimes it's 17, 18 stores. Just put one suit on the floor. Nail it to the floor. Do not deliver that one suit. Because I'm going to deliver everything you sell in 7 days. And you got about 3 days to deliver it to the customer's home. People will wait 10 days to get that furniture. And I said, you don't owe me to the 30th day. So I'm going to give it to you in 7. You're going to deliver it in 3, and then you're going to get paid. Keep my money for 20 days. Plus, you're going to keep your floor sample, and you don't have to pay me for 5 months. I said, I'm going to put you in business, and you do not have to spend 1 red cent for 5 months. Tell me who else is going to do that for you. And this is what happens when you buy from America. And it saved our business. It totally saved our business. We did not run. We turned around and faced the competition, and we used our good old Southern ingenuity and came up with answers. That's what we did. All right, rule number 5, it's 2 parts. It's teamwork and communication. Let's go to communication first. If you want to go to a rumor mill, go to a factory. There are more rumors in a factory than you can shake a stick at. The way to get rid of rumors is to tell the people the truth and tell them on a timely basis. And I used to face my people, and I started every speech the same way. I'm going to give you the good news, I'm going to give you the bad news, and ladies and gentlemen, I will never lie to you. If Americans know it's the truth and their leaders have a plan, America can take bad news. You're not going to get good news every day. And that's how you get rid of a rumor. Just look them dead in the eye and tell them the truth. And they walk out and they're back on the team again. Get ready, because week after next, you're going to have to do it again. But I mean, it just goes on over and over. But this is communicate with your people. I learned this in my 6 years in the military. Let's go to teamwork. That is extremely important. You can't do this by yourself. Why is everybody in this room? I'm looking at a team. We need teams to get this done. So people ask me, say, John, how do you create loyalty? I said, it's very simple. Well, how do you do it? I said, you create loyalty by giving loyalty. Americans know. Americans aren't stupid. We know when we're being ripped off. You have to give loyalty. Let me give you one example. I'm going to move now from the globalization up to the financial crisis of 2008, 9, 10. None of us knew that was coming. And housing starts went off 75%. And that's where you sell most of your bedroom furniture, when a house is built. Now, 75% diminution in sales is a pretty good whack, guys, let me tell you. And, you know, I'm not the Federal Reserve. We couldn't turn this thing around. So we did work some short time and et cetera. And our people, we had excellent health insurance. We've had health insurance for 50, 60 years. But I saw people dropping off our health insurance or reducing what they, instead of a husband and a wife, or just the employee, and they dropped the spouse off and et cetera. Our people were hurting. We knew that. So I called my sons together. They got MBAs. I'll leave that one alone. But anyway, I said, we got to do something for these people. And they said, Dad, we're losing money. I said, that's all the more reason we got to do something for these people. They're losing money too. So we contracted with a group in Charlotte, North Carolina called Target Care. And they contracted with the largest internal medicine group in our small town. And they happen to have empty offices right next to their offices. And we still do, buy all the appointments for a whole year. And we open at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and they stay open to 8, and we open all day Saturday. And you either get a PA or you get a doctor. This is primary health care. You still have to have an insurance if you're going to get a major operation. But the employee, their spouse, and all of their children can go to our clinic on the day that they are employed. They are eligible from the day they are employed, and it's free. %90 of the time, they prescribe generic drugs. And you can go to Walmart and get your generic drug for $4. Now, where else can you go and get primary health care and a prescription for $4? Tell me any working class families that doesn't appreciate that. But including in this, we gave them a free checkup or physical. And that's when you catch the big stuff. I mean, it's diabetes or whatever it might be. And we happen to have 60 of our employees, all men, and they happen to live in Galax, where we are located, wouldn't get the checkup. Said, we're not going to do it. So we go through all the things you're supposed to go through in the human relations area, and they were canceled. And I mean, you name it, we checked all the boxes. And these 60 said, no, we're not going to do it. So my son said, we can't get these 60 guys to do it. I said, turn it over to me. So they did. So I got with my wonderful secretary, Sheila, and we called the post office, and they said, if you mail the letter at this time on Friday, it will be in their boxes on Saturday morning. And I wrote them a letter. And I told them we had done everything in our power to get them to get this checkup. But if they refuse to get the checkup in the next 45 days, I was going to suspend for their entire family their privileges at the free clinic. You can no longer go, nor any member of your family. And I mailed it on Friday afternoon, but I did not send it to the employee, I sent it to their wives. I said, I'm going to let Mama take care of this one. She'll straighten him out. Monday morning, 53 of them lined up like toy soldiers. Guys, we got to come up with different answers to our problems. That's what we got to do in America. We've been great at doing this, and we can be great again. And thank you for inviting me.
So, Tony, you were worried about, pretty pleased with the fact that you got to follow Doug and the governor. And Steve, you were pretty impressed that you got to follow Stephen, Tyler, and John. Wow. What a lesson. What a lesson for us all, I think, in building a business based on principles and then working out how to create a strategy around that. And then I have absolutely no doubt that you executed that and continue to execute it wonderfully well. Thank you. I learn a lot, and I can tell by the reaction of everyone in this room that they appreciated greatly what you just shared with us. Thank you. So good morning, everyone. And as a number of us said, it's a great day to be here at Walmart because we all like buying products, and the only thing I like better than buying is selling them. So I know for certain we're going to be able to do that. So why did we invite you all here? Why is Open Call important? Why does Walmart care in particular about 500 small to medium-sized businesses and entrepreneurs? Well, there are two primary reasons. The first is it makes good sense. It makes good sense for the society. It helps create the shared value that Doug spoke about previously. And secondly, it makes good sense from a business and economic standpoint. And here's what I mean. You know, there's a social aspect to Open Call which drives our commitment to US manufacturing. It's emotional. We've heard it already this morning. We see it, we feel it. And you see it in a lot of the stories that have been shared already. Stories like Jerry's from Durrell, others that we've heard. And it reminds us that some of the best aspects of America, ingenuity, innovation, and the hard work of the people, what they do to support their families. And when you put all that together, these qualities create results that have a direct and sometimes profound impact on the lives of individuals and the communities in which they live and work. And there's also a lot of pride, and we heard some of that from Tony. Pride in America, pride about what's made here, and it extends to our customers. They want to know about the items that they purchase. And when we can tell them that the products that we're offering are made or assembled here in the United States, that they're sourced from US materials, it makes them feel good. Localization of products is important. It's another one of the ways that we can live out our commitment to helping communities in which we operate. Opposite the emotional side of this equation is, of course, the logical side. This initiative makes sense at the very basic fundamentals of economics and business. In terms of economics, looking at it from the widest possible angle, a country has to produce something. Otherwise, it doesn't really work, does it? If you want to run a good economy and therefore run a good society, then you need to make things. Now, the products, these things don't necessarily have to be products. They could be services, they could be technology things, financial, all kinds of things. And because the products made today won't likely be the same as some of the ones that we make tomorrow, it's also important that as an economy, we have a currency in the whole marketplace of ideas, which is to say we must have the capacity to innovate. One of the reasons that GDP plays such an important role as an indicator of the economic health of the nation is that it points to what happens when the social and the economic benefits come together. It reflects the level of opportunity a country can offer its citizens. Part of our commitment to you and to our customers is to be part of that opportunity equation. In one respect, this means being as good as we can and executing on your go-to-market efforts. We know that if two similar items are the same price, customers will pick the one manufactured in the US. If, however, the price of the US product is higher, then they could well buy the less expensive one. So our job is to help you get the pricing right and deliver your product at an everyday low price. If we do that, then we're going to tip the scales in your favour and in our favour with the customer. You become part of the competitive advantage and we become part of yours. You've seen a few of the many stories that have resulted from the open call, and I'd just like to quickly show you one of them.
My grandfather, we lovingly call him our Superman. He would sell product during the day, and then he'd get in his truck and change into his delivery clothes and drive the truck and then deliver the product that he had just sold. Reese Foods was started in 1964. My grandfather had always been very much an entrepreneur. He had all kinds of different businesses that he'd started over the years. He finally came across the idea of selling frozen Mexican food to small mom and pop convenience stores and asked my father to join him. What started off as 2 employees is now up to 3,500 team members. We're a minority-owned business, and our team members reflect that as well. We're 90% Hispanic. 80% of all of our team members are women.
This is my first job, and I love it. I learned a lot of things about the machines, about the food we make, the tortillas we make.
Back in the 90s, we had learned that Walmart was expanding, adding freezers and refrigerators to their stores. And so my father asked me to call on Walmart and present our product line to them. And the rest is history. I think our company is the American dream. And so that's why we really haven't considered manufacturing outside of the country.
When you have a partner like Reese, these people are part of the community family that we live with, work with, play with, and do life together with.
I think what's special about our company is the people. Every team member knows that they're important to us. They're the secret sauce of our company.
When I'm in Walmart and I'm in the frozen food section and I see the El Monterey brand frozen burritos, I think, man, that was actually made by our friends and neighbors. And you buy that with a sense of pride because you know it was made in your town.
It makes me incredibly proud to see what our company has accomplished over the years. We're a family business. We make food for families. With connections with companies like Walmart, our family continues to grow.
Ruiz Foods is a family and Latino-owned business which has become a great Walmart supplier. They sell their popular El Monterey line of food products in all of our stores, and the company has state-of-the-art production facilities in Denniston, Texas, Florence, South Carolina, and they also have a facility in Dinuba, California. The founder's granddaughter, Kim, took over leadership of the company after her father retired. She's now at the helm of a growing company that employs 3,200 people, and they're supplying Walmart every single day. The story of Ruiz Foods is a story of so many of the people involved in Open Call and our US manufacturing campaign. Some larger, some smaller, but all integral to the fabric of our communities and the economic strength of this nation. As we meet here today, a little less than a week out from the 4th of July, to discuss US manufacturing, it's worth putting Open Call and all the work that you do in a broader context. This effort exemplifies, in a very real and tangible way, a key aspect of what this country's founders were talking about when they laid out the case for independence in this country. Opportunity. Defined in the Declaration of Independence as life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Certainly there were strong religious principles in question. but there were significant economic concerns as well. At the risk of oversimplifying for our purposes here today, it's accurate to say that one of the chief ways the United States enables its citizens to pursue opportunity is by fostering an economic system which gives individuals a chance to find work that sustains them and their families and gives them the freedom to imagine the new and then build it. And that's exactly what each of you are doing. At Walmart, we believe we have an ability to support you in a way that no other enterprise can. And so we should, and so we do. For you, for Walmart, and for the United States. Which brings me to my final point. You may think it's somewhat odd for a person who sounds like me to quote the Declaration of Independence and to talk about the opportunity in America. But actually it's not. One reason is that I am incredibly privileged to have the honor of leading Walmart's US business. And in a little over 2 years, I've had the opportunity to get to about 500 of our stores. And in fact, every one of our 50 states. And I have met thousands of Walmart associates and a great many Americans from all walks of life. My job has been to go about finding the best ways to serve all of them, whether they're associates, whether they're suppliers, or whether they're customers. In some respects, this is to say the best way of serving American communities. The other reason is, as a person who is from New Zealand, who's lived and worked in Australia, as well as China, I can tell you this from a first-hand experience, that as the US economy goes, so goes the global economy. So trust me, this effort has my full attention and my full endorsement. I believe it delivers social good and economic strength. It's not a PR campaign. It's not something that we do just to tick a box. I simply believe it's something that is really good for us to do. It's another way that we can help our customers live better. Finally, our commitment to American products and the jobs that they foster is not new. It's actually in our company's DNA. It's not only where we're going, it's also where we've come from. Thank you.
I have a feeling that we can make a reasonably large contribution with our company to providing more jobs within our country as a whole. We believe that the merchandise can be made here in the United States, can be manufactured here in this country, and be as good or better than what others have been buying. We're going to look at everything we do before we place an order anywhere to see if it can first be done in this country with people who are our customers, who are buying from us every day. We should be doing it. It's what all retailers should be doing. Almost anything can be made by Americans in this country and can be done efficiently. Factory after factory, company after company. We're going to show some folks that it's the right thing, the fair thing, and that it will be good for Walmart, good for our customers' bottom line, and good for our country.